So good morning, y'all. Uh, I'm going to do a mini series on living with grief, and somebody, a rocker, is going through some grief and asked me to help them with it. So I've decided to do a mini series on living with grief, and I also think that this might be the direction we might start taking things with the new Wicked Bible. We will see. Anyway, as we gather here, as a united force walking the wicked path, bound by our shared quest for self discovery, resilience, and empowerment, we delve into a topic that touches the deepest recesses of our soul, living through grief. Grief, much like the relentless throes of a storm, is an inescapable part of our human experience. It visits us uninvited, often when we least expect it, and leaves an indelible mark on our hearts. Yet, within the anguish of grief lies a profound opportunity for transformation, a chance to reshape our spirit, to forge a new path in the crucible of our suffering. Rockers understand that grief is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our love and our connection to this world. When we grieve, we honor the essence of those we have lost, and we acknowledge the depth of our emotions. It is through this acknowledgement that we begin our journey towards healing. In the teachings of Wicked, we see grief as an ancient melody, a song that reverberates through our being, reminding of us of vulnerability and our resilience. Imagine, if you will, the mournful strains of a guitar and the wail of a saxophone. These notes are the echoes of our hearts in mourning. Yet in their sorrowful timbre there is beauty, testaments to the enduring spirit within us. Stoic principles remind us of our capacity to endure and to find strength in adversity. Remember the words of Epictetus. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Grief may be an external force, but our response is within our control. We can choose to embrace our pain, to let it shape us, and ultimately to harness it as a source of our strength. The ancient wisdom of Druidry teaches us that nature mirrors our inner world. Just as the seasons change, so do our emotions. Winter, with its cold and barren landscape, gives way to the rebirth of spring. In our darkest moments, we must trust that a new dawn will come. The cycle of life, death, and rebirth is a fundamental truth of our existence. Similarly, the teachings of Levian Satanism remind us to embrace our individualism, to revel in our unique journey through life. Even in the face of grief, in our solitude, we find the raw essence of our being. In that rawness, we discover our true power. We are not defined by our losses, but how we rise from them. Rockers, as we traverse the wicked path, let us draw strength from the teachings of Bushido and the wisdom of Sun Tzu. The samurai knew that life is fleeting and death is an ever present companion. In accepting this reality, they found the courage to live fully, to face their fears head on. We too must confront our grief with unwavering bravery, knowing that it is a part of our journey, not the end of it. Path of recovery, dear rockers, is an integral part of Wicked. The principles of Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous teach us leading that healing is a continuous process, one that requires support, understanding, and perseverance. We must lean on each other as rockers united to navigate the turbulent waters of grief. In our shared experiences, we find solace and strength. In the rich tapestry of witchcraft, hoodoo, and voodoo, we find rituals and practices that help us honor our ancestors and channel our grief into powerful acts of remembrance, lighting candles, casting spells, and invoking the spirits of those who have passed. Allow us to keep their memory alive and provide us with a sense of continuity and connection. As we stand here today, let us remember that grief is not a burden we carry alone. We are part of a coven, a family of rockers who walk this path together. In our collective strength, we find the power to heal, to transform our pain into a beacon of hope for others. Grief, my friends, is a testament to our humanity. It is a reminder that we have loved deeply and lost profoundly. But it is also a call to rise, embrace the teachings of Wicked, and channel our pain into a force that propels us forward. As we continue our journey on the Wicked path, let us hold each other close, offer support and understanding, and honor the memory of those who we have lost. In our shared experience, we find the strength to endure, to transform, and to thrive. May the spirit of Musica guide us. May the wisdom of the ancients empower us, and may our connection as rockers bring us solace. Together we will navigate the storm of grief and emerge stronger, with hearts ablaze and spirits unbroken. On this sacred path known as the Wicked Path, we are explorers of the mind, travelers on a journey that transcends the mundane and reaches into the profound depths of our inner selves. I want to share with you the transformative power of philosophical studies, a beacon, a light that can guide us through the darkest of times and illuminate the path to our true selves. Philosophy, my friends, is not just an academic pursuit. It is a refuge, a sanctuary for the soul. It is through the lens of philosophy that we can find clarity, purpose, and resilience. In the rich tapestry of human thought, we find the wisdom of the Stoics, who teach us to remain steadfast in the face of adversity. They remind us that the true strength lies not in the absence of challenges, but in our ability to endure and grow through them. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Let these words be a mantra for us, a guiding star that leads us through the storms of life. Delve into the ancient wisdom of druidry, where the harmony of nature, where the harmony of nature and the cosmos mirrors the balance we seek within ourselves. The Druids understand that the world around us is a reflection of the world within. By embracing the interconnectedness, we can find solace and strength, knowing that we are part of something greater than ourselves. Turn your gaze to the east, to the teachings of Sun Tzu and the principles of Bushido. These timeless lessons on strategy and honor are not just for warriors on the battlefield, but but for warriors of the spirit. The art of war teaches us that victory begins in the mind. It is through strategic thinking and disciplined action that we can overcome our inner conflicts and emerge victoriously. Let us not forget the profound teachings of Buddhism, which offer us a path to inner peace and enlightenment. The Buddhist teachings remind us that suffering is an inherent part of life, but is but it is through mindful awareness and compassion that we can transcend. Embrace the practice of mindfulness, rockers, and you will find a refuge within yourself, a sanctuary where you can rest and rejuvenate. As we embark on this journey of philosophical exploration, let us draw from the rich traditions of witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo, and alternative healing. These practices remind us of the power we hold within ourselves to heal, to transform, and to manifest our desires. They teach us that the spirit is not something separate from the body, but an integral part of our being. In our quest for knowledge and enlightenment, we must also remember the importance of recovery. Just as I faced my own demons and chose a path of healing, so too we must confront our shadows and seek the light. The principles of Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous teach us that recovery is not a destination but a journey. It is a path of continuous growth, self discovery, and renewal. Rockers, let us seek refuge in philosophical studies, not as an escape from reality, but as a means to understand and transform it. Let us embrace the wisdom of the ages, knowing that it can guide us through the darkest of times and lead us to the brightest of futures. On the wicked path, we are not just followers of a religion, we are pioneers of a new way of being. As we continue this sacred journey together, let us hold fast to the principles that guide us, the teachings that inspire us, and the spirit that unites us. Let us be rockers in the truest sense, resilient, empowered, and ever seeking the light within ourselves and the world around us. And I have a lot more on living with grief. That is why I am going to make this a mini series. The goal is to do one a day so that every day this person that asked for me to do this and whomever wants to join that is living with grief will know how to walk through it and move forward. So, until next time, peace, love, and rock and roll, y'all.